Hey, what's up YouTube fam? Brandon Weaver here once again. We're talking about getting that 800 credit score. That's right. You can hit me up in the comments below, ask your questions. You can email me with your questions. I'm going to help you get to the other side, get your credit score up. Now, this is for the highest FICO achievers, highest FICO achievers. Now, 800s is where you start to look at perfect credit. They're saying perfect credit, but an 800 credit score. Now, if you do these things and you're moving in that direction, hey, it may take a little time. You might not be right in the 820s, 830s, 800s. You might be at the 800s, the 790s, the 760s as you work your way up. But that's going to be huge. That's going to be massive for you. That's going to open up the world to you for business credit, for the right terms for homes to build wealth and get that right mortgage and the cars and all this good stuff. So this is what you want to do. 35% is your on-time payment history. Bottom line, no collections, no negative items. Dispute those things out of there. Get the charge-offs out of there. Get the late payments out of there. 609creditrepair.com, you get that Beyond Committed package, or we can do the work for you at the Awesome Life Group to take care of that. Now, 30% is your amount of debt. So 30%, you got to keep that utilization down, right? So good on-time payment history, everything's positive, and keeping your credit utilization under what? 7%? 7%? Yes, 7%. That's correct. Absolutely. So, of course, your first goal is to get it under 30%, then under 10%, but the highest FICO achievers, the people that have those high 800 credit scores, keep it under 7%. You say, Brandon, how do I do that? I'm using it for all my stuff. You say to use 3 revolving credit cards. I'm using it for gas. I'm using it for, my subscriptions. Maybe you got some subscriptions that you use. I'm using it for food. I'm using it for this. I'm using it for that. How do I keep? You got to pay it off monthly, maybe even earlier than that. So you're paying it off. You're paying it down. And so it keeps under 7%. So 15% is your length of credit history, okay? So yes, I was starting out, I didn't have a ton of credit history, but I had some because I was able to dispute my late payments and get those updated deposits. So if you've got late payments, and now everything's, charged off or collection, you can dispute those late payments, get them updated positive, and you can maintain that good on-time payment history. But even still, I didn't have like a crazy long history. I had a decent history and was still able to get in the 800. So really looking at on-time payment history, that amount of debt, and having some payment history and that credit history. Average age of accounts for the highest FICO achievers is 9 years. So all your accounts together, 9 years. But, mine wasn't that high. I was, just starting out and building credit as well. And the oldest account, highest FICO achievers, 25 years. But still, again, currently I don't have an account that's 25 years old, right? But it's still possible to be up in the 800s. It's still possible you can do this, okay? 10% is the amount of new credit. So truthfully, the highest FICO achievers haven't applied for credit in a year. Most haven't opened an account. Most haven't opened an account in 2.5 years. But, you can usually get a year. 70% of the highest FICO achievers haven't applied for credit in the past year. So 70% of them haven't applied for credit in the past year. And many of them haven't applied for credit in 2.5 years. Now, that is kind of where I was up in the 800s, and once I started applying for credit, that's when they started to kind of be like, okay, well, you're going to come down from the 800s, you're going to be in the high 700s. That's okay. I needed to put it to work to get business credit, to get the travel miles and whatnot, okay? So yes, if you have good credit, you can put it to work. But look, one hard inquiry for a mortgage, one hard inquiry for, a car note, that's not going to be too massive. For me, it was a little different because I was getting those travel miles cards and I was going boom, 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 boom. And I was really, getting after it. And I, don't necessarily say that you need to do that, right? You don't necessarily need to do that. But if you're getting after it, just know, hey, look, you're getting some business credit, you're getting this, you're getting that, you're putting it to work. It's okay. It can recover. Absolutely, okay? I've seen it firsthand, okay, getting back into the 800s. And of course, 10% is your credit mix. So we've talked about this before. 12 revolving accounts over a long period of time. You don't need to go get them all at once. Now, of those 12, 7 of them need to be big bank cards. The rest could be store cards, but they don't have to be store cards. And they're also looking for installment loans. And you're saying, hey man, these installment loans. Well, you'd be surprised. You got to mortgage a couple cars. That's 3 right there. Highest FICO achievers have 5, so maybe paid off a car, a couple cars, you and a spouse, mortgage. Now you got 4 right there. I mean, it's not self-dotting, self-lending. That's 5 right there. So it's not like you have to get them all at once, but over the lifetime, 10, 20, 30, years, or even in 10 years. A lot of people have been working on their credit since they were in their 20s, and if you are, so it's possible, 5, 10 years. Now, to get those loans. Now, I didn't have all those installment loans and still was in the 800s, okay? Really, that on-time payment history. Yes, 609creditrepair.com. Get that Beyond Committed package. Get those, negative, nasty, erroneous items out of there. Get those collections out of there. Get this good on-time payment history. Utilizing 3 revolving credit cards. You know what to do. You've got this. You can get in the 800s. I appreciate you all so very much. Please give the video a thumbs up. And until I see you in person, I will see you on the other side. Take care.